So, what can you tell us about the special relationship that we had with Vail, for example?
Well, I think that Pete was an amazing person to work with. And when people ask, well, who's your mentor? Well, I think, although it was never official, I think in a great sense, okay. I think when I look back on it, he truly was my mentor. But he mentored me not only in the subject matter, but also in the way to deal with just how he dealt with others, how he created an ambiance of sharing and questioning. It was something I'll never forget, and I haven't tried to emulate it specifically, but I'm hoping that I have emulated it. I'm hoping that when I deal with people, especially in my own office, that I can create the same ambiance of curiosity, of sharing, of openness, of being non-critical. That's where new ideas can germinate. And of course, there's a long lineage. Pete did his work at Northwestern with Sloss, and so the whole lineage goes back. So we all stand on the shoulders of those who came before us.
Is anybody already staying on your shoulders?
I think people like, yeah, I think so. I think there are a lot of young guys in the office now that I've seen, and when I go to conventions, AAPG, I can see some really clever folks that are building on what we did earlier, and that are using many of the for example, the seismic interpretation techniques that we've talked about a lot.
So you feel that somebody is on your shoulders.
And it's a good feeling. You know, I can slowly step back, and other people will take over, and it doesn't offend me. I'm flattered by that, and I'm pleased for them.
What about Bob Mitchum?
He's in a lot of ways he's quite the role model. He's still working, and not that. He's a role model. He's just a kind, fine human being. He's a lot like Pete that way. Just a nice person, and it's just a really I'm sure he has his quirks, but he really means to do well, and he does no harm to anyone. He's just a very kind, gentle human being. But in one way that I don't think when I'm his age, I'll still be going to the office every day. Now, having said that, I probably will be involved technically for as long as I can do it.
Your relationship with Bill Normark, which is the one that represents the modern systems.
Yeah. I had a great relationship with Bill. We co-authored a few papers, and he was, again, a really nice person. He was just gentle as can be, inquisitive, not threatened by questions. He was open and very thoughtful. It was such a pleasure to work with Bill. And I put him in the same category as Bob Mitchum and Pete Vail, just very easy people to work with. And I've worked with my share of people that are interesting because they're not so easy to work with. Yeah, Emiliano Mutti, for example. I think the world of Emiliano, and I've seen him in all his glory, and he has contributed so much to the science in his own way. But in our business, like in any business, we have such a range of personalities, and they all contribute to what we know as the field of geology.